All right, good morning, guys. Welcome to today's vlog. It's Monday right now. I just got done with my little morning walk, and I'm about to have some breakfast. So stay tuned. I'll show you guys what I'm gonna be eating for breakfast today. Just gonna have some eggs, some veggies. Keep it really simple, but still good. So stay tuned. I'll show you guys what I'm having. Okay, so for those of you who complain about tracking your food and weighing your food, literally, it takes not even a second longer to set whatever you're gonna be weighing on a scale than it does on the counter. Literally, set it on the scale, turn it on, select the measuring unit you want, and then pour or dump whatever into your container you want. It takes literally a second longer, and then you just record it right before you eat it. It's no big deal. Super simple, and it helps you be really accurate just by getting a scale like this when you track your food. Okay, guys, so here we have breakfast. Keeping it really small, I have 150 grams of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, 100 grams of bell peppers, and just a big handful of some greens, some spinach. Macros for this meal, it's only like 280-ish calories. I'll put the macros up on the screen here. It's got like well over 30 grams of protein, so keeping it really light but higher in protein, lower in carbs and fats, just to start me out for the morning for breakfast today. Because I find that I eat a lot before I hit a training session. My training I feel really sluggish, and I'm just not able to perform as well as I would if I were to train fasted or just have a light meal. So I'll keep it really light. And you might be wondering why I'm not fasting anymore. Really, I just don't really need to. I'm eating enough food at the moment where I don't really need to save the majority of my food till later in the day, so I can afford to eat food later on. There's nothing really magic about fasting, so I'm not missing out on anything extra. But yeah, so just feel better like this, so I'm doing this for now. I mean, it's just a personal preference thing, so I'm gonna give this a shot. A little bite of everything in it. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Forgot, put some Tabasco on it. This shit goes in like everything. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of a lot, but whatever. All right, macros on the screen. Okay, guys, so I'm just getting ready to go to the house right now. I gotta go run some errands before I go hit a workout. Go pick up some groceries real quick. And then I'm gonna hit chest, shoulders, and biceps today. That's what I'm hitting today. But yeah, so I'm just not feeling it right now. I'm not very motivated at all. I guess I just wanted to talk about that because lots of people think that it takes a lot of motivation to go to the gym, and you have to be motivated and really energized. And basically that I am just like always kind of like that, where no, half the time, there's lots of times like this when I just feel like shit and I don't want to go to the gym because I'm just tired and I want to lay down and sleep or something like that. But that doesn't give me an excuse to not go. You still have to push through unless like you are having a serious legit injury or a really big reason not to go. We have no excuses. We can literally always make it work. So I'm gonna go get my shit done and then push through this workout, push through this morning, and make the most of it. So, yeah. Okay, guys. So grocery run number 1 out of 2 for the day is done. Actually, it was pretty busy over the weekend, so it just really didn't work out for me to go get my groceries, which is okay because I still made other stuff work. So I restocked up on some protein because I actually ran completely out yesterday night, so I needed some protein. I was in desperate need of some protein. I got the Ghost Lifestyle Peanut Butter Cereal Milk, which is my all-time favorite by Ghost Supplements for the proteins. And I also got my second, or I don't even know what my second favorite flavor is, but I got their just plain old cereal milk flavor, which is basically just like a vanilla version. They also ran completely out of eggs, so I restocked up on those. Restocked up on 96.4 lean beef because we were out of that as well. And I also got some more cashew milk. I'm a huge fan of cashew milk because it's only like 25 calories per serving, so super macro friendly. But yeah, the reason I'm doing 2 grocery runs today is basically just because these stores are kind of by the gym that I'm going to right now, so it just works out nice. So I'll go to the gym, come home, eat some food, and then later today I'll go to Walmart, which is farther away when I have more time to get the rest of my groceries. So that's it.
That was a good one. I'm freaking exhausted from that chest, shoulder, and tricep workout. Killed me, absolutely. But gave it my all, every rep, every set, everything I could do. So that's all you can ask for. But yeah, so it's gonna kill sometimes. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just in a good mood. Just wrapped it up. That's about all. I just played a little physique update, or you'll see in the video, I just played a little physique update. I already you already probably know from social medias and whatnot what I'm looking like, but I still just posted one anyways, just for the heck of it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go home now, eat some lunch, make some chicken and sandwiches and stuff like that. So catch you guys there.
All right, guys, so for lunch, we have 2 chicken sandwiches, and what this is just 8 ounces of chicken breast, 2 whole eggs, 2 slices of cheese, and 4 slices of the low-calorie or 45-calorie sliced bread, and a big side of broccoli. This is one of my favorite meals. I have it all the time. Just one thing I keep consistent in my diet. One thing you can do when you are trying to either gain muscle or lose weight is just find a few meals that you absolutely just love and enjoy, and just keep those consistent in your diet. Have those every day. Try to have them like every day, or maybe pick between like 2 or 3 meals and then rotate them throughout your week. This kind of just keeps things really simple, and it avoids stress down the road when you're trying to figure out what should I eat. But yeah, so macros for this, they're about close to 800 calories, I'm pretty sure. Really high in protein, significantly high in fat, relatively lower in carbs. But yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy this. Looks really good. Okay, so a little mid-afternoon snack. Have myself a little ice cream bar, Klondike bar. Macros on this are, just give me 1 second here. 230 calories, it's 14 fat, 26 carb, and 1 gram of protein. So you know they're not great macros, and it's not going to be the most filling thing. But what it does have is a great taste, and it's going to be very satisfying in that sense. So you can easily fit treats or desserts into your daily diet like this, no problem. I mean, yes, it's considered unhealthy, but 230 calories is easy to fit into your daily calorie intake, especially when you're eating over 2,000 calories a day. You can easily fit that in, because what matters is your total intake of calories, and that's what determines if you gain or lose weight. And next to that, most importantly, is your total macronutrients. So as long as you're getting enough protein in the day, hitting your calories, you can easily fit in little treats like that into your diet, and just because they're so satisfying, they make your diet so much more enjoyable. And that's really just the key, is to be able to enjoy your diet.
Groceries, round 2. Alright guys, so I just got done with my second grocery run of the day, and I'm actually super excited right now because I found something new. If you know me, you should know that I'm an absolute like fanatic of like cereal, and if there's one thing in like life that I have like on a daily basis, or it's kind of like my not guilty pleasure because I fit it into my macros, it's cereal. And I found this new Pop-Tart cereal, cookies and cream, so I'm really excited. And the cool thing about this is, even if this seems like unhealthy or sugary or whatnot, it's still okay to have it if you can fit it into your macros. It's not going to do any extra damage to your appearance, and it's not going to give you any extra body fat as long as you fit it in and track it into your daily macros. Obviously, I'm showing you some of this like crazy stuff that I'm eating. I don't eat junk food like this all day, every day. You know, I'll have maybe a bowl of cereal every day, but the majority of the foods that I'm eating throughout the day are healthy, whole foods. So it kind of balances itself out. But in terms of body composition and the effects it has on my physique, it will do nothing to harm me as long as I fit it into my daily calorie and macro intake. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna try this right now. Still gonna track this, but whatever. They don't really look like Pop-Tarts, but shit, that's actually really good. I got the cookies and cream flavor. Yeah, I'm definitely fitting this into my macros.
Alright guys, really appreciate it if you're still here in the video this far. So right now what I'm going to do is go over my protein oatmeal recipe. It's very simple, but this is one of my favorite meals. I have it literally every night now. Like the past month, I've probably had it 90% of my nights. Also with that, I'll have a big bowl of cereal, which I'll show you as well. But for right now, I'm just going to take you through my protein oatmeal recipe and how I go about tracking that. So what you're gonna need for this recipe, it's really simple. Tonight I'm gonna be making a protein peanut butter recipe, so I'm gonna be using peanut butter. But if you don't want to use peanut butter, you can also make like a chocolate version, use some Nutella. You'll need just some whey protein. I'm using peanut butter cereal milk by Ghost Lifestyle, but really any flavor whey is fine. Also, the main ingredient, obviously oats. For this recipe, just the way that I cook them, quick oats usually work the best. You can do like 1 minute quick oats or just quick oats, but quick oats are what are gonna cook the best. If you get like rolled oats or traditional old-fashioned oats, they're just not gonna cook the same and get the same consistency in the microwave. These oats are gonna turn out very thick, and they're not gonna be very runny like a soup like you get with lots of oats. I prefer my oats to be very thick and very like kind of sticky, I guess. So quick oats are the best. And then lastly, you'll want some 0-calorie sweetener. Just a little bit of this stuff really just sweetens it up a little bit and makes it taste amazing. And then obviously you're gonna want some water. You can use some low-calorie almond milk or cashew milk, but really you just need water. That's all I use, and it tastes just fine. So first thing that I'm gonna track, I will show you guys right now. Okay guys, so I have my food scale right now, right here. I'm just gonna turn the scale on, and just like I would if I was normally cooking, instead of setting my bowl on the counter, I'm just gonna set it on the damn scale. Just that easy. I'm gonna zero the scale out, and then instead of pouring my oats into my bowl without a scale, all I'm gonna do is just pour them onto the bowl that's already on the scale. And I'm going for 100 grams of oats because that's what's gonna finish off my macros for the day. But really, you can use as much oats as you prefer, or as much oats as you can fit in for your macros for that day. I'm gonna use 100 for today though. But yeah, so I'm just gonna weigh all those out, and then after I finish weighing those oats out, I'm gonna put 250 grams or milliliters of water in, mix that up together, and then I'm gonna microwave that for 2 minutes. So after I'm done microwaving, I'll show you what to do next. Alright guys, so I just took my oats out of the microwave for 2 minutes, and they really soaked up that water. You're gonna get kind of like a really chunky, weird consistency with them. That's totally normal, that's what's supposed to happen. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it back on the scale. I'm gonna pour in more water. I'm gonna do 150 milliliters or grams, depending on my serving. If you have a smaller serving, you might want to go a little bit less water on both times, or vice versa. If it's larger, you might want to go a little bit more water. Normally, an average bowl of oats for most people is going to be maybe like 80 grams. I'm going a little bit more. I'm using 100 grams, so I'm using slightly more water than I'm recommending here. But that's just depending on the portion size. So just as a rough estimate, but for 80 grams, it's roughly 250 for the first round, and then 150 for the second round. So yeah, so I'm just gonna pour 100, and well, for me, I'm gonna do about 170 grams, but you normally would do about 150. Alright, that's good enough. 173. That's not too big of a deal. And one thing I'm gonna mention, when you're weighing things, if you're off by say like a gram with something like water or something that's not very dense in calories, it's not a big deal. If you're doing things with like say oils or like any kind of butters that are very dense, 1 gram might be kind of a big deal, but overall just don't stress too much if you're off by a gram or 2. It's not gonna kill you. So then I pour the water in just like this, and I'm just gonna mix it up until those oats absorb all the water. And it's because the water just sits on top at first, so I'm just gonna mix it up until it's all blended together. And then after I finish this, it only takes me like 20 seconds to mix this. I'm gonna put it back into the microwave for another minute and about a minute and a half to 1 minute. I do about a minute and a half just with my microwave. But with this, you have to be careful, because normally when the oats have the second round of water in, they like to overflow in the microwave, so just keep an eye on them. Yeah, so about a minute to a minute and a half. So yeah, so I'll see you guys. So now I took the oats out of the microwave. They were just in there for about a minute and 20 seconds. So now I'm gonna take them out, and now is when I'm gonna add my ingredients to the oats, because the oats are already cooked right now. So I'm gonna do, I lied earlier and said I was using peanut butter, but forgot I had already put into my macros I was using Nutella. So that's just what I'm gonna use tonight. So I'm gonna zero out the scale and set the Nutella on it. And instead of pouring something on, I'm taking away. So the measurement on the scale is gonna say negative. So I'm going for 30 grams of Nutella. So I'm gonna zero the scale out with the Nutella already on it and pull out negative 30 grams, which will equate to 30 grams. Let's see here. With this, I'm gonna try and get right on 30, just because Nutella, it's got a lot of fats in it, so it's gonna be very dense in calories. So I like to get as close to the gram as I can. Perfect, 30. I'm gonna set that in there, let it soak for a second. I'm gonna put a little bit of my stevia sweetener on top. Just a little bit of that. Mix that all in together. And as I'm mixing it right now, I'm gonna take my whey protein. I already scooped this out and measured it. It's really, you can just use like a scoop, but I still measure mine. And I'm gonna do 30 grams of whey protein in there. It's already measured out in here, 30 grams. Just gonna dump that all in. Mix that all up together, and once it's all mixed together, it's done. You can enjoy. You can put any toppings on that you feel like. So yeah, so that is my protein oatmeal recipe. Super simple, super customizable, but most importantly, it tastes amazing. So that's it. Okay guys, so here is my dinner. This is 100 grams of that cookies and cream Pop-Tart cereal with 25 calorie cashew milk. I use 100 grams of the cereal, which comes out to about 385 calories. Obviously, I'll put the macros on the screen for all of this, and 370 milliliters of the cashew milk, which is about 40 calories, and my big bowl of oats. So one cool strategy I use so I can have big carb-dense meals like this at night is I simply just save majority of my carbohydrates for later in the day. That way I can have huge meals like this that are filled with carbs and fats for later in the day. So I eat mainly protein earlier on, a little bit of fats, still a little bit of carbs, but I save majority of my carbs and fats for later so I can have tasty meals like this. And then lastly, one thing I will say, a big, huge tip that I can give out to you is simply plan ahead. I use MyFitnessPal to track everything. So you see me when I'm cooking my things, I already know ahead of time what I'm going to be making. Like the night before I wake up the next day, I'll sit and I'll just plan out a few meals that I know I'm going to have the next day. That way they're already tracked, calculated, and I already know then when I cook them what I'm going to be making, how much I need, and all I have to do is just weigh them out and then cook it. It's really simple. But yeah, and I'll still leave some room to play around with because we're all human. We change our minds at times. Like you may think you want something now, but you may change your mind. But for sure, if you have certain meals that you eat almost every day, or for a fact you're going to eat something the next day, just plan ahead and already track it in. That way it saves you so much time. Before you eat anything, I recommend that you always track before you eat, because lots of times we like to just eat and then we may forget to track something or just not track it accurately. So that's all I got to say. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to end the video right here too. So hope you guys enjoyed this, took something away from it. But yeah, like always, please like and subscribe. But yeah, so peace.